quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. All the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Second and 11 now. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, Charles, we take a look here at the draft class for this offense. Overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know the fans don't want to hear it, but it always takes 2, 3, 4 years until we know whether a draft class has truly panned out or not. And when you take a quarterback in the first round, everybody wants him on the field right away. But the best thing is if you can play the long game with him, give him a chance to get seasoned before he has to play.
On third down, Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Makes the score Vikings 3.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Packer 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They're trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Cousins again. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Cousins to throw it.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Packers' 28-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Rodgers again now. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up there on the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 10, Packers nothing.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out, and the Packers have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So the field goal there, Catswood, winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
To throw again. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle.
Rodgers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Rodgers
2 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Makes the score Packers.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And they are in the field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him.
Rodgers.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll run it with Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Rodgers' pass intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a first down throw that's complete.
Rodgers' pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and...
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 7.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, attempting to just put it out. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys capitalize
guys on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that would be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Austin.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Rodgers with a
Credit the tackle to Jalen Holmes.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Vikings 46.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14 and a half last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now what do you do?
I think that now it's much more in their...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Packers take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, they're in pretty good sync.
Over the middle, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll get this to Lazard. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Barr brought him down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers again now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
No gain on the play. And
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
By Jeff Gladney.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? But let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Pass caught by Zay Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, goodness. Another interception. King with a pick. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yeah.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Adams has it complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
22 yards.
Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue